Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news is another big WWE return coming soon, ?
I'm going to tell you about the backstage reaction to Bray Wyatt's return at Extreme Rules.
We're going to tell you whether or not Jon Moxley was interested in going back to WWE before re-signing with AEW.
And two big WWE stars have blacked out their Twitter. What does it all mean? I'm going to tell you in a bit. I'm Adam Wilborn.
I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news.
Alright, let's kick things off with news of another potential WWE return. So if you hadn't had enough with the bloody Fiend, he was back at the weekend, wasn't he? Do you need Bray Wyatt? All his various characters, they were everywhere, and then he was there. He had the whole world. Put what looked like a bloodied haggis on the announce table. It was a time, man. It was the popping moment of the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And Bo Dallas might be coming soon as well. So
Believe!
that's his real-life brother, obviously. So that's pretty cool for him. Brian Alvarez reported this over the weekend. Basically, yeah, Bo Dallas is coming back to WWE very soon, is the quotation. So he was let go in August 2021. Pandemic-era budget cut thing, you know all the deal. But he hasn't actually competed in a televised match since October 2019. So he'd had a long absence prior to that. Now in his absence, all kinds of wacky stuff has been reported, hasn't it? He's in real estate now. He's living on a farm, and Liv Morgan's there or something like that. He's got himself a pretty interesting life by the sounds of it. But yeah, I mean, he'd been with WWE since like 2008. It was a long ass run, Bo Dallas.
Youngest person to ever compete in Royal Rumble, younger than the Rumble itself. Is that true?
That's right, because he had some
first person, not
battle
youngest,
royal
sorry.
in a shopping centre, didn't he? And then he qualified for the Rumble.
That was it, yeah.
And then he kind of went back to NXT and he did a heel title run, and it was very good. He did the Bully stuff, he did the Social Outcast, he did the Mr. Raj, all of these various eras of Bo Dallas. But you know, if you're sitting here thinking about the flipping Fiend, Da Fiend is what I call it.
Indeed.
And you're thinking about Wyndham Six and Lure and potential allies, maybe Bo's one of them.
Or an extra addition to the bloodline. Please welcome Bowman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't rule it out, let's be honest.
I would. What do you reckon of this?
I like this. It's been a while since I've seen Bo, but I think, like you say, if this had just come out of nowhere 6 months ago, I'd have gone, what? In the words of Michael Sidgwick. But, yes, I think it makes sense. Whatever version you do with him, I sense it's obviously going to be related to the way it's sexy. But I'm intrigued. I'm fascinated to see what happens. I don't know if there's going to be Wyatt stuff on Raw, whether it's going to be on SmackDown, or it's going to be all across the universe.
Main event. I think they're putting him on main event.
Leveling up.
Yeah.
But I'm genuinely buzzed to see what happens next with this whole storyline and this whole weird cryptic cast of characters.
Flipping Fiend, mate. Of course
It's
we're
Da
buzzing.
Fiend. I saw
Da
this gimmick.
Fiend, yes. The ringside Fiend looked weird.
It did.
Didn't it?
I like the weird pop of that. I'm like, okay, I get it. There's Huskers. There's Rambler Around.
Oh,
and people are like, it's a Fiend. Oh, he looks crap.
Yeah, I liked his little raincoat.
Yeah.
Like, it's raining outside, but I've still got to go and get the milk. I'm the Fiend. Weird, but yeah, fun.
I would love to have seen the Fiend with an umbrella. What would that be made of? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Fiending in the rain. Anyway.
But speaking of Bray Wyatt's return, Andy, Fightful Select, no crap, just sap, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select have come through with their report on just how very well received, their words, Bray Wyatt's comeback was within the promotion. Obviously, there's been a long time hyping this up, and generally, according to reports, the moment Vince was gone, they were like, yeah, we could well get Bray Wyatt back in here. I think it's fair to say everyone kind of acknowledges that the thing really holding Bray back was Vince, because on a whim, he could just go, Goldberg beats him.
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia.
And as Andy mentioned, he pep at the weekend, huge social media reaction. The clip of his reveal has already topped 2 million views on WWE's YouTube channel. Yes, the wrestling world is abuzz regarding Bray Wyatt's comeback.
Aye, and we got the bit in that report as well about how the new, what's his job title? The Director of Long-Term Creative,
Yes.
Rob Fee, is a
Rob
big...
Fiend.
Rob Fiend, eh? Is close friends with Bray, or good friends, or whatever. Whatever kind of friends.
And he pitched a film.
A Fiend movie. I wonder if that's back on the table,
Honey,
baby.
I Shrunk the Fiend was what I heard.
Oh, God almighty, Fiend all the way. It's Christmas after all.
Oh.
Jingle All the Fiend. Is that better? I'm not sure.
I love the idea of the Fiend versus Arnie in a film. Get that written, Rob Fiend.
There you go. Come on, Rob Fiend, get it together.
Sorry, Rob. I know you've got a real surname, but we're not going to call you by that anymore.
But I'm not surprised that WWE were happy about this. I mean, the QR code, it worked. Like, it generated buzz. It got some good ratings for the TV shows and stuff. Good.
Yeah, like, at the end of the day, the whole Fiend thing is subjective.
Everything is subjective.
If it's not your kind of thing, then you will have gone, oh, didn't really like that. If it is your kind of thing, you're going to say, oh, that's the best thing ever. I think we've got to give credit to WWE for actually planning and executing a teased out storyline for once.
It's the lowest bar, isn't it?
But
guys, you actually did a story.
Guys. Come on.
Well done. You've completed one story.
But I thought they did great, and I'm on the hook for what happens next. It'll be intriguing to see what numbers they do. M&F, Monday Night Football, all that bollocks to one side. See how much this continues into getting people back into WWE.
Can't wait for some lore, personally. Bring on the lore. Right, John Moxley, he re-signed with AEW over the weekend. 5-year
Did he
deal.
though?
Big man, shut up.
Yeah, he did.
Let me do the report first.
Okay.
He signed this deal. AEW sent out a press release. 5 years, there's some exclusivity to it. Coaching, mentoring, cool things across the board.
Biting.
It's blood, presumably.
Yeah.
It's since come out. PW Insider, I think, reported in the aftermath saying something along the lines of John had actually been a free agent for a period.
Oh, wow.
So that makes you think, was he considering go back to WWE? Was he maybe going to use the two parties against each other to get a better deal? The answer is no. He had no interest whatsoever in doing any of that. I'm going to read you a quote from Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio. He signed a 5-year deal. I think the answer is that he just felt he's not going to WWE. He does not want to go to WWE. He doesn't want to put on a show of wanting to go to WWE and play both sides to get money. So he didn't even want to do that. He doesn't want people speculating that he's going to WWE. He wants all the speculation over. He's with AEW for 5 more years. And then Meltzer goes on a little bit and says that there was some talks about Moxley maybe continuing as a free agent for a bit. Doesn't know how serious or how far along those went. But yeah, there you go. There was some weird speculation earlier this year, wasn't there? People on socials going, I wonder if he'll go back to WWE when his contract expires. I've always viewed John Moxley as the ultimate guy who will not go back under any circumstances. Did you guys listen to his Talk is Jericho interview afterwards? They literally made the guy make a joke about his mate's cancer on television, for God's sake. So yeah, I wouldn't go back to a company like that either. So fair play. I think John Moxley is infinitely better than Dean Ambrose. Not to say that Dean Ambrose didn't have highlight moments, but towards the end there it got really screwy. Yeah. This is positive. He's done good stuff in AEW, and I'm sure he's a lot happier there than he was with his previous employers.
Doesn't want to go back to WWE. Would never go back to WWE, but then again, of course, that's what a double agent would say. Well played again, Agent Ambrose. 5 more years on the inside, and then we're going to pull you out, brother. No, look, on a serious, genuine point here, Andy, like you say, for all those reasons and more, I get it. There is a far greater chance of numerous people who left WWE coming back because they've changed, or at least they're attempting to change with Triple H at the helm. Having said that, yeah, it's not like Mox has gone somewhere else and gone, yeah, I suppose it's been all right. They've made him the most champion of champions within AEW.
Champion.
Like, he's been booked brilliantly. He's been, wrestler of the year for arguably 2.
He doesn't have to cut scripted promos. He doesn't have to carry a potted plant around. He doesn't have to job to an exploding
Renee,
TV.
did I see a report over the weekend? Renee might be going there now.
Renee might be coming in. Like, it's a good deal for him across the board. Yes. And Dean Ambrose, latter era Dean Ambrose, absolutely sucked. I'm not going to mince my words on this. I'm not going to even pretend to sit on the fence. It was garbage.
Every now and again, I think back to it and how did you mess that up?
Well,
I remember watching that Chronicle when he was coming back and was like, oh boy, they've got a character on their hands here. Yeah. And then they went, yeah, what if he thinks everyone smells?
Yeah, what if
that was Vince, and I get it that they go, oh, maybe it's going to be different with Triple H, but it's not like anything's bad for him in AEW.
Unless you stir people up one step further again and remind everyone that Vince McMahon in his last few years as a creative was absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
And this is
really
a symptom
bad.
of that.
Yes.
He's gone now, though, so it's okay.
But congratulations, Dean, and let's normalise not
Dean.
having... Shush. John, sorry. That's what... sorry, I have to call him Dean on the inside.
Dean of...
I'm in the loop on the...
Every good Dean
Agent
goes
Ambrose.
punished.
No.
His violent,
but
unstable haircut.
What was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. But, let's normalise not having people have to go and, playoff companies against you? How about they just get rewarded for doing a good job at their job?
Get money, get paid.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
That stuff. In this life, one thing counts: in the bank, large amounts. Shout outs to Ludacris.
If it don't make, what is it,
dollars don't make sense.
There
DJ Quick. There we go.
Right, let's talk a little bit more about the fallout from Extreme Rules because
I know all about being rich.
Yes, because two people who lost on Saturday have subsequently blacked out their Twitter. In talking, of course, of Seth Rollins and Liv Morgan. Seth Rollins lost the fight pit, and Liv Morgan, with a creepy smile in her face, blacked out in an Extreme Rules match with Ronda Rousey, losing her SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, this is not uncommon, of course, Andy. They go dark on socials.
Cody did this
after a big loss. Maybe something's different, or something different is coming for them, a change in direction, whatever it may be. Also, Morgan was found backstage in a WWE digital exclusive, hiding in the shadows of the arena. So maybe it's a Wyatt 6, I don't know. But yes, intriguing, and I think both guys could do with maybe a change in direction following Extreme Rules.
Yeah, I mean, before Alexa Bliss was kind of revealed as Sister Abigail in that swamp thing, remember that? The horror show.
It really was.
Liv Morgan was always linked with that stuff, wasn't she? She was always rumoured to be part of the lore or whatever. So maybe that's what that's leading to. I can't imagine Seth Rollins showing up in a Spookster Wyatt gimmick, but... Hey, whatever. Like, I like speculating on what this kind of stuff means, and let us know what you think down in the comments.
He can go away for a bit and come back and cackle and be just as over as he was. I don't think this loss will affect him.
He's invincible. He should probably lose every big match he has because he's so good at it.
Yeah. But maybe it's going to be a babyface turn with him, and maybe for once a good one. Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions. At WhatCulture WWE, of course, you're going to get in touch with us. Robert Stevenson starts us off, says, good morning. If the Wyatt 6 includes Bo and Liv, will we eventually see them versus the Bloodline?
That's
we have the family angle in both groups, plus a plausible title claim for Bray since Roman never pinned him for the belt at Payback 2020.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, Michael Hamflett fantasy booked to the Bloodline versus the Wyatt 6 in the office the other week, and it was Loomis and Braun and guys like that.
What about that Philly mascot? He could be in the Wyatt 6.
What was it? Gritty?
Yeah, I love him, by the way.
He got the piss kicked out of him, didn't he? Stupid little prick.
He squeaks as well. I've seen
right.
some stuff with him on John Oliver's show, and he squeaks if he gets really excited.
Oh, wow. All right, well... Weird guy.
Yeah, you're a weird dude.
Weird dude.
But he's don't go after him on socials. I'll show you some...
I don't.
He threatened another mascot, like sleep with one eye open. I'm not messing with it.
Oh, jinx. All right. Are the Philadelphia hockey team, are they rough? Are they got a rough reputation?
For the Philly Flyers, is that right?
Flappers. The Flappy Birds.
Not me, Gritty. I didn't say anything.
I said that, Gritty, you piece of crap. Gritty, more like, hey?
Oh,
hey?
no,
I just did the Soraya line. Hey, there we go. What's the question? Sorry.
Yeah, Wyatt 6 versus Bloodline, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it'd be fun, wouldn't it? It'd be fun. Be good.
I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon because I think they're going to be two. They don't want two big groups having to one of them have to lose.
That being said, Sammy selling for spooky stuff would be really good. That'd be really funny.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's just really exciting to see what happens next with the Bloodline. I thought the stuff on SmackDown with Jay and Sammy was just spectacular. They're doing
Roman
great
Reigns
stuff.
pissing himself laughing when Sami Zayn called whoever the biggest number 2 he's ever seen. Was like, it's just juvenile humor that cracked the veneer of Roman.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
That's the way to his
really
heart,
good.
clearly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to see it down the line eventually. Mimi Burres gives us our second question of the day. Lovely to hear you as always, Mimi. He says, morning guys. Well, who do you think eventually topples Wardlow for the TNT title? Have a great Monday. You have a great Monday too, Mimi.
I think it should be like a rascal heel, like a cheating prick. There's so many names you could list and go, would be great, like Hobbs, Starks, whoever,
Yeah.
Darby, even Miro again.
A go-go,
yeah, why not? The Order of the Governor, big right hand. But I would like a real scumbag heel to do it, and the biggest scumbag heel, close your ears, is obviously in the main event scene at the moment, MJF, so he's not going to be doing it. So I've gone with Roosh, because he's got all his mates and they can cheat and interfere. I think Wardlow should get royally screwed out of it. I think that fits his character, because they're going for like a Goldberg archetype here, and that always fit that character, so why the hell not?
Yes, and Roosh has got previous with betraying his brother for 10 seconds at the end of the show or something like that. It's Daddy Magic. Daddy Magic should beat him.
Magic,
and by the way, not through your like sneaky heel stuff, just clean as a sheet.
Yeah, grapple him. Like prime Volcan. Volcan reference on the news.
Very nice.
There you go.
I think, yeah, Daddy Magic should beat him. And whilst he's at it, steal the Powerbomb Symphony, because he'd be better at it.
All right, why not?
And he should do a Powerbomb, cut a promo, another Powerbomb,
Shooting
cut a
star
promo.
Powerbomb.
What a guy.
There's also a tornado.
Shout out to Cool Hand Andrews, of course, as well. Final question today comes from John Spear, who asks a very interesting...
John Spears.
An appropriate question here.
Right, John.
Morning Legends, is there a chance that the massive return of LA Knight, yeah, overshadows Bray Wyatt coming back? I genuinely I was off on Friday, out of the loop of it all, had to catch up on everything on Sunday, and I genuinely forgot Bray Wyatt returned because LA Knight became main roster LA Knight on Friday. What a guy. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Yeah! Let me talk to you.
Let's keep going.
Shoes of a champion. We love LA Knight, don't we?
We do. Yeah, I'm quite happy that the maximum male models are seemingly keeping going as like a mid-card comedy loser thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is fine. I would have still liked more.
A bit more.
Because he made them good. Like, he made them more fun. Because he's more fun himself, isn't he? But yeah.
At the bare minimum,
he's going to have a good run.
Give him the Christmas ad. Like, whatever bollocks you want to sell on WWE Shop, there's your guys.
Give
right
him a
there.
bottle of mulled wine or whatever his tipple is and let him.
Yeah, LA Knight, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to today's
Stone
and
Cold
finally.
ET, that?
You know, Andy, sometimes people ask us the question of, like, why isn't Simon Miller in our videos more? And that's because he hates all of us. No, it's because he obviously doesn't live in the same city as us. And now a lot of people assume that's because we're in Newcastle. Well, Gateshead, but Newcastle. And he's down south in London. Not the case, though, of course. Simon Miller located in Berlin. How do I know this? Because Jan Tolver went and saw him over the weekend, specifically at the Madame Tussauds in Berlin. That's amazing.
Who is that supposed to be?
I think it's meant to be Vin Diesel. I'm
looks
guessing.
like-
Bald guy in ripped guy in shirt.
It looks like Tank Sinatra. Sensational. Oh my god. Shout outs to Simon Miller.
So,
in the
yeah.
best city in the world there, Berlin as
Yeah,
well.
it looks
That's
like
a shoot.
Also, it looks like that one is outside, doesn't it? That looks like leaves on the floor. So if you want to, they clearly don't give a toss about that one anymore. They're just like, I'll leave it outside. If you want to go and get a photo with it, slapping it on its head while shouting, "Here's why." That's how you get on yourself on the news, ladies and gentlemen.
It's gonna melt on a warm day, isn't it? It's made of wax. Come on, Two Swords, you prick.
It's really bad, man.
It's not good,
Like-
is it? I've never understood the appeal of these museums.
No.
You know, like a waxwork of some. I could just go and look at like a photograph.
Yeah,
on
you might. It's as
Google.
good as having a cardboard cutout, and at least the
Yeah.
cardboard cutout, like Josh has got Danny DeVito in his house.
It's
Basically.
banter. Like, you have a cardboard cutout. We used to have a cardboard cutout in one of my old flats of Ryback, and we used to just put it in wacky places to scare the piss out of people
Yeah.
when they woke up. You go for a shower. Ah, Ryback's there. You open the door. Ryback. You go to bed. Ryback.
Anne Louise knows this, my wife. Whenever we go on holiday, I fully home alone the house, and there's just a cardboard cutout of David Beckham just in the window.
Moving.
And people go like, "Oh, don't burgle that house." David Beckham's clearly staying there.
Yeah.
Also, very quickly, shout out to Mark Lee Willis for reminding me of this. Today is Mental Health Day, so just in a serious note, genuinely, talk to people. Don't keep it up to yourself. Don't bottle it. You don't always have to be positive. It is important to get out there and talk about it with people. Very important message to get out there. So, let's get the conversation going.
And check in on your mates as well, because even the happiest veneer can be hiding the complete opposite of that.
Indeed. Right, let us know your thoughts on that and all of today's news stories in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to What Culture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcast from, for daily wrestling podcasts. We're going to be reviewing Extreme Rules, Rampage, Battle of the Belts, and looking ahead to Monday Night Raw. Plus, you can let us know your thoughts, Twitter questions, at WhatCultureWWE. Well, actually, follow both of us. Follow Andy Murray
At Andy H.
Sorry about that.
Andy H.
Smash my knee into your chair as you say that.
Andy H. Money. The H stands for have a bodacious week.
Yeah, bodacious.
Bodacious. Yeah.
Deliberate because of the opening story.
You got no knee. Oh yeah, bodacious. It was just the first adjective.
Surfer dude in the Wyatt Six.
I've
I've got a dark surfboard.
I am the Guffs.
I'm riding an octopus.
I'm riding an octopus?
On Twitter. Hey, that's Friday, so
They're not pliable. Oh, they are. I don't know what's the word. What's the word? Solid. They're not
Yeah.
solid octopuses.
But if you want to draw up an image of Bo Dallas and the whole of the Wyatt Six surfing an octopus, well, I've got a background for our Friday news. There you go. Adam Wilborn on Twitter, at WhatCultureWWE for all of us. My thanks to Andy. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.